Good morning. I'm here at the Bobcat Ridge trailhead, and this is in Larimer County, just outside Fort Collins and Loveland. And today, I'm going for the Green Ridge. I'm gonna try and make it out to the highest point, and it's gonna be a pretty solid hike, looking at about 4.5 miles out with well over a 2,000 foot elevation gain. Official start time, 7:30. And it is freaking cold out here. And I'm the only person here this morning, which is not surprising at all. It's freezing ass cold. And this is the view from the end of the parking lot. And I believe this is where I'm heading today. The farthest point out there on the right, which is also the highest point. I'm going to be wanting the DR trail. So that is 1.9 miles over here to the right. And this first part of the walk is going to be real relaxing. And this is where I'm going to hang the left and take it up the power line trail to where it meets the DR trail. And so far this trail has been really flat, and actually part of it was downhill. I'm gonna have some uphill to do on the way back. But my point is that was really easy. And this is where it's gonna start getting a little harder. The intensity is starting to pick up through here. I had to go ahead and bust the poles out. So I'm going to continue on up the power line trail, and this next 1.5 miles up to Mahoney Park is going to be rough. I'm going to have to knock out a lot of elevation gain right there. And then if all works out according to my plan, I will come down on the DR trail right there to complete the loop. I'm hitting a burned area, and I'm just guessing, but I think this is probably from the Cameron Peak fire in 2020. And then over more to my south, down there on the Ginny Trail, that got hit by the Alexander Mountain fire. And then years before that, this place got hit with the Bobcat Ridge fire. So this is a real fire-prone area. But then I guess anywhere is when you intentionally start a fire. Taking it up this power line trail, and this was the part of the hike that I was looking forward to the least. It's starting to get a little more savage up here, getting a little rockier, getting a little steeper. I've been hiking for just over an hour, and according to the GPS, I've come out maybe 2.2 miles or so. So I'm thinking I'm about halfway there. I'm knocking this out pretty quickly. Once I get up here to the DR trail, I don't have to take that very far up to the north. And then I'm gonna look for a little social trail and then split off and take it on up to the top. All right, and I have knocked out the power line trail section of the hike. I've been hiking for an hour and 20 minutes. GPS has got me just under 3 miles, and I have come up roughly 1,250 feet. But this is where I want the DR trail, and we're gonna take it up to the north here for a few minutes. and that's looking back at the Mahoney Park Nature Bowl. I'm currently hiking up and out of it. But yeah, that's a really pretty area, especially when the grass is all green and the flowers are popping. You know it. And I'm super glad to be up here. I've knocked out the monotonous part of the hike, and it should get a little more interesting from here on out. Taking it around this big sweeping corner, and it's real bouldery through here. It's pretty cool. And the trail is dropping down quite a bit, which I would prefer it not do, but that's what it's doing. So that's what I gotta do. And we're dropping it down big time back here. I just hit some ice, but so far, I think I'm doing this the correct way. I don't know. If all else fails, I'll just continue around the DR loop like I had originally planned. And this is the spot that I'm gonna wanna split off the trail right here before it does this hairpin turn and starts going back. Yeah, right here. The thing that I was researching said that there was a social trail back here. However, if it is, it's gonna be right here, and this thing is super faint. My intel was saying to come up on the south side of the water for like a quarter mile, and then you're gonna contour over, and I think that's right up here. We're gonna get on the other side of the water and then take it on up to the saddle. So this is slightly tricky through here, but this is not the saddle that I want. What I wanna do is stay over here to the east side of this high point, kind of work it around, and then there should be a saddle on the far side. This is a winter hike only. I would not try this when it's tick season, or else you're gonna get the limes for sure. Lyme disease. I'm working my way around this middle high point up here, and I'm just trying to stay up high, and hopefully I'll drop in on the saddle. But I just looked at the GPS, and that saddle is still a half a mile away. Yeah, that thing is deep back there. There are 4 deers, actually make that 5. 5 deers right here in front of me. Hey guys, how you doing? They're like, what are you doing back here? Nobody comes back here. It's starting to open up as I come around more to the saddle area. But I've still got some hiking to do. I got to get way up there and then take it up to the summit, and I think that might be it. I feel like I'm hiking through the kill zone right here. Oh man, I'm like totally exposed. I'm staying up high, trying not to get sucked down into that little bowl over there to the right. And that's gonna be the saddle right up there. And then once I make it up to the saddle, The rest should be pretty easy. It's like getting up to the saddle is the hard part. All right, guys. I have been hiking for 2 hours and 20 minutes. GPS is showing that I've come out well over 4 miles and I've made it up here to the saddle. And this thing isn't over yet. I've still got to get up there. And then right here at the top of the saddle is a barbed wire fence, and everything to the west is private property, which is kind of a bummer because right over there is Spruce Mountain and it doesn't look like there's any way to get over there. And this is it. I'm standing on the highest rock up here on the summit of Green Ridge. Awesome. Beautiful views to the west. That's looking over to Horsetooth Mountain with Horsetooth Rock sticking up. And then the one to the right is Milner Mountain. That's looking down onto one of the fire rings that I had read about. And I had also read that there was a summit register up here. So I'm gonna spend a few minutes looking for that, but not too long because I really don't care that much. And as I walk around the summit area, this looks like it's gonna be the best spot. Epic views of Meeker and Longs. And this is all in the Roosevelt National Forest, which means we're in the drone zone, baby. Let's fly.
Morning frost glistens in the breeze. Elk are grazing underneath the trees. Fish fill the fresh water streams. Stars inspire childhood dreams. Hills whisper the secrets of old. Stories of nature, untamed and bold. Wild Colorado where the creatures roam. Deer in the meadow, calling it home. Birds up high, singing songs in the trees. Echoes of the Rockies, wild and free. Moose watch from the riverside. In the morning mist they hide. Antlers as wide as the canyon deep. Spirit is rugged like a bighorn sheep. From valleys low to the mountains high, the critters show life's lullaby. In untamed land they roam and strive. In Colorado's heart, they're our guide. Deer move gently through the forest shade. In the golden light, they've danced and played. They have freedom where they stand, silent protectors of the land. Wild Colorado where the creatures roam. Deer in the meadow, calling it home. Birds up high, singing songs in the trees. Echoes of the Rockies, wild and free. planes take flight high in the sky, circling peaks where the eagles cry. Feathers carried by breeze so light, a symphony of wings painting delight. Wild Colorado where the creatures roam, deer in the meadow calling it home. Birds up high singing songs in the trees, echoes of the Rockies wild and free.
Well guys, it's about 11:15 and I've been sitting up here on the summit of Green Ridge for about an hour and 10 minutes, but it's time to go. It's time to head on back. And I was not able to find the summit register up here. The website said that it was wedged in between two rocks. That could be anywhere. All right, let's do it. Let's take it on back. This is a pretty cool summit area. I like it. Nice and open. There were some nice flat rocks to sit on. Had some good views. All right, let's take it down this thing. How did I do it? Awesome views of Milner Mountain. Yeah, that looks really cool from this angle. It looks like something in Utah. These next few minutes are going to be the worst. I've just got to fight my way back down to the saddle. And now that I'm through the saddle and I've made it over here to where I came up, the rest of this shouldn't be too bad. There are animal bones scattered all over the place up here. I've probably seen, I don't know, 10 to 12 different little pieces of bone just all over the place. And there are my 5 deer friends again, pretty much in the same spot. Hey guys, you don't got to worry about me. I'm just passing through. Boy, they're close. That's like 15 yards. And some idiot pretty much marked the route with these pink little tie-ons, which is making things helpful, but come on, what is that about? I've been coming down from the summit for 40 minutes and I'm now reconnecting with the DR trail. I'm gonna get on this and continue on in the direction I was going before and complete the loop. And I've still got a handful of miles back to where I'm parked, which is way the heck out there. Let's see if we can see it. Yep, way out there where the gap is. And why again did I do all this extra hiking on this DR trail? I don't know. This is like super long though. My goodness, this trail is like an accordion trying to get back to the Powerline Trail. Just in and out and over these ridges that stick out. This is the 4th one, I think. My goodness. This is taking forever. And hella frickin' Luya. Made it back down to the Powerline Trail. Finally. Yeah, I've been hiking down for over an hour and 45 minutes now. And I'm back to the Powerline Trail. I wish I could say I was being close to done, but I'm not. I still got quite a ways to go. All right, and I think it took me about 20 minutes to get up to this point this morning, so I'm almost done. And I can now confirm that yes, the summit of Green Ridge is that one out there on the end. It looks close from down here, but it's not. And I am back, Bobcat Ridge trailhead. It's just now 1:30, so that took 2 hours and 15 minutes to come down. It took me 2 hours and 35 minutes to get up there, and that's well over 9 miles for sure. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next one, y'all, peace.